All right, we are here with another championship transformation. This client has completed her 6 weeks with us, and I'm going to let her tell her story. What is your name?
Monica Walsh.
Monica, how old are you, by the way?
I am 58, soon to be 59 next month.
Whoa, happy early birthday. 59
Thank
years young. And what do you do for work, Monica?
I am singing and theater director, singing teacher and theater director.
Very cool. That's the first time I've heard someone do that. That's awesome. So you just finished the 6 weeks with us, but I want to take it back pre 6 weeks. What was your life and what was your fitness like before starting the challenge with us?
No fitness in my daily life. No, just work and no fitness. Yeah.
Nothing. Was it just not something that you prioritized, something you didn't even think about doing?
Um, yeah, I've just been off fitness for about 22 years since before my daughter was born. Yeah.
Okay, so 22 years, and I think that you just took, I guess, what did you do in that time? I guess it was, you said you were busy with work. Like what was their main priority?
Just, looking after my family and working.
Got it. So 22 years is a long time. What was it? What clicked? What sparked you to make this change and take on this challenge?
I was just reading something on Facebook and somebody was saying they were giving themselves 1 year to get in shape before they turned 60. And I thought, oh, this is me. This is my life. So I decided that it was time to prioritize myself. And yeah, I don't want to hit 60 like this. So
Got it. And when you said you don't want to hit 60 like this, describe kind of like how you've been feeling physically.
just, well, overweight, tired, no energy.
Okay. All those things of 22 years of inactivity does to you.
Yeah.
Okay. So you decided to take on the challenge with us. 6 weeks passed. What were some of your results?
Oh, I lost 16, a little bit over 16 pounds. I think I lost about 6 point something percent body fat and gained 3.5% muscle. And, my clothes were fitting a lot better. Just feeling like a lot stronger, feeling my strength coming back. So,
Amazing.
yeah,
Over 16 pounds, over 6% body fat. Not only that, gaining the muscle. So you definitely felt the energy come back. Do you feel like you're at a better place than where you were? Like, or going into 62 years, a year from now, do you feel like you're getting closer to where you want to be?
definitely. I figure I'm about a quarter of a way there.
It's a
So,
start. I
yeah,
gotta hand it to you, like Monica, like, we don't, I hear people like maybe COVID was a thing 3 years ago, or maybe they just had a little one 5 years, but 22 years of inactivity, and to make that switch, that 360-degree shift that you have, it's a big thing.
yeah, it's a big jump for me. I mean, I was at the time when I had my daughter, I was in really top condition when I got pregnant with her. And so it's not the first time in my life I'm going for this. I was really into training and resistance training back before I had her. And I had really amazing results. So I wanted to, try and do that again. I doubt, I mean, I won't get back to where I was. Obviously, I was
Sure.
30 years almost younger. So, but anyway, I know what's possible because I've been there and I've done it
Yes.
once. So I'm going to try and do it again.
Well, I gotta say, I think you're doing it again right now because just the results speak for themselves. Down that much weight in 6 weeks, crushing the body fat, getting stronger, and consistency, and actually jumping into workouts after 22 years of inactivity. So my next question is the workouts. What were some of your favorite parts of the workouts?
Um, I like the circuit type training where it's like one thing after the next. I really like that. And I like all the sort of, well, not really resistance, but sort of resistance. Like I'm not one for just mindless cardio. Like I really abhor that. Like getting on a treadmill or a elliptical or something, it just bores me senseless. So I really like the pace of just go, 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 one thing to the next. Like I really love that.
And with the nutrition plan, was there something that surprised you or something that you learned from the plan?
Um, it's I guess, I haven't been thinking at all about portion control. So um surprised by like how small the amount of carbs is, like, and then no fruit, that's not even counting fruit, but just like 2 half cups of something per day is like, wow. um yeah, that was a big eye opener. um Protein, I find it a little bit hard to get a lot of protein because I'm not a huge meat eater.
Mhm.
And can't eat cheese. So, and then beans are carbs. So it's a little hard on the protein, but I've got a protein powder now that I like. So
Good, good. So it sounded like you didn't really revamp your nutrition too much. It was just adjusting things, really. It was things that you normally ate, but you just adjusted the portion sizes.
yeah, pretty much. I still kept to things I like, but I might have changed like this type of yogurt,
Yes.
right? Um, for sure. And then the egg whites. I mean, I normally eat just whole eggs.
Mhm.
Um, so the things I was missing was like milk for my tea
Mhm.
because I like to have tea.
Yeah.
It's not a lot of milk, but still, that was the challenge. I mean, I'm not sticking to that now because I'm not on the strict challenge, but I'm just more aware now of what I'm eating. Like carbs are my thing.
Yeah.
I'm carbaholic for sure.
Yeah.
And so I have to watch it. I'm not big on sugar or that type of thing. I'm more of a salty kind of a snack person.
Got it.
But so that wasn't difficult for me, is like no sweets and that type of thing is not difficult for me. What's
Good.
difficult for me is just like cutting out all those carbs.
Good. Which you
Um,
did, which is awesome.
yeah, which I did. Yeah.
I'm gonna, I want to say, I don't want to take up too much of your time, Monica. This has been awesome and just kind of hearing your journey. And I read over your, I guess your challenges and struggles in your submission form. And we run into this a lot when somebody's going to take on this challenge. They always ask the question of like, what if something happens during the 6 weeks? Because at the end of the day, there's never ever going to be a perfect situation.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure.
can you talk about like what you would say to somebody that like is kind of skeptical or unsure about taking it on and have that fear of what's going to happen in 6 weeks? What if my work changes? What if this pops up? What if this happens? How do I persevere through this? What would you say to somebody?
Um, yeah, it's tough because I mean there was a moment there where I thought like I can't do this last week. And week 6, I thought I can't, like, it's not going to happen. And, at the very last second, I just made the decision to do it. I mean, it's just really making the decision. I was, it was hard for me because I had some functions and I'm like, oh, what am I going to do? I've got these functions. But the thing is, I would just, save up on other days so that I could, have excess on those days. So instead of having 2 carbs, I'd have 1 carb, and then on the day of a function, I might have 3 carbs, right? So,
Yes.
so that's how I managed that. So I had to get a little bit creative. And I mean, I won't say I was like strict, 100% of the time. I tried to, if I had to vary, then I tried to make it up somewhere else, right? Had I stuck 100% to that and not had to do any gymming around, like, I'm sure I could have got to 20 pounds.
Sure.
Because I was on track to get to 20 pounds, but then, some things got thrown in my way, and so I had to adapt. Just try not to be too hard on myself and know that I'm still working it. I'm doing the workouts. I am conscious of everything I'm eating. And yeah, just to allow myself not to be too hard on myself and give myself like the motivation to just keep going.
Monica, I love that. I love the message. One thing I took from that, and it's one of our core values, is adapt or die.
Yeah.
Realistically, there's never going to be a perfect situation. Nothing's ever going to be 100% going as planned, but as long as you adapt to it, which you did, which is a great tactical tip that people can learn from, is that you knew you had an event coming up, so you move things around and you're mindful of it and you stayed accountable to the plan, knowing that that was coming up and it was doable. And your results speak for themselves. I mean, even if you didn't lose 20 pounds, 6% body fat is still nothing. It's still a win. Still lost 16 pounds and you're still feeling a lot better than you've had in the last 22 years, which is, I congratulate you on, and congrats on the true transformation, which is somebody that didn't focus on fitness to someone that now makes it a priority in their life. So congratulations on that transformation, Monica. Thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you.